suplex to Cargill. Cover. Now by Dawn. Hook of the leg. New tag champs.
Hey guys, we're here at the Pink Square Circle. We'll talk about why Isla Dawn getting released is a tragedy. How could WWE do this to Isla Dawn? We are going to talk about recently Isla Dawn being released by WWE alongside many others that was on the list of the recent budget cuts of WWE. Let's get the lights as we come to the Pink Square Circle. I'm going to dive in. I'm going to talk about this one. Now, Isla Dawn, she arrived first at the Mae Young Classic back in 2018, debuting under Isla Dawn, and she was eliminated in the first round after losing to Nicole Matthews, and that was back on August 8th, 2018. So we first saw her come on the scene on the Mae Young Classic, the second one, the first one of the Mae Young Classic 2017. Now, later on, she was also on NXT and NXT UK. We seen her on both brands, but she first started mostly on the NXT UK brand first. We first saw her there on that show. Now, Fyre will be on matches on NXT UK, competing against other women. She will also compete with other women with the likes of Belair, Davenport, Amel, Elisa, and Alexander. And she also will even compete for the NXT Women's Championship, which she did not win. Now, she will later go on to NXT after NXT UK disbanded. She will go on to compete against Fyre, who was formerly known as Kaylee Ray. She ended up becoming her tag team partner after they had their rivalry, which she did win over Fyre. They became NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And they did their thing. They were a great tag team. I remember when this tag team was built together. I remember how these two women worked so well together. Now, they teamed up in NXT UK for a little bit, but a real tag team was definitely started in NXT. And then later on, they will go on to capture the Women's Tag Team Championships, which they did defeat Bianca, Belair, and Jade Cargill. So this was their first Tag Team Championship win on the main roster. When both of these women were called up back in 2023, they were drafted to the SmackDown brand, holding the NXT Women's Tag Team belts before losing it before the titles merged. But Fyre, I just have to say this. This has to be one of the idiotic releases of any talent. Fyre and Isla Dawn are a great tag team. I don't understand why they would release someone like that. It don't make any sense. Isla Dawn is greatly talented. She made herself look good. She made Fyre look good. They were one of the best premier tag teams. And the thing I don't understand about it either, because WWE Women's Tag Team Division was lacking. We don't have enough legitimate tag teams as is. We have a whole bunch of people on the women's roster that are just paired up together. So I understand why they will make such a move like that. It don't make any sense. This was a real tag team that wasn't just thrown together. They started NXT together. And they won the old NXT Tag Team Championships together before the titles were merged with the Women's Tag Team belts. I don't understand why they will make a move like that. This doesn't make any sense to me. They needed help in the tag team division, and you let one of your best tag team, one half of the tag team go. Now, Fyre, I'm glad she's still with WWE, but it was better for her and Isla to be together. So I would say this is definitely a huge loss for WWE. To lose someone like Isla Dawn, that's a big L, because she did very good things on the tag team division alongside Fyre. So I don't know why they keep... I understand they have to do budget cuts to release some people due to low performance or lack thereof, not stepping up to the plate, rise to the occasion. But Fyre and Isla Dawn especially, definitely did just that when she was in the tag team division. She brought out the best in competitors. I mean, they faced off against many, many people. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, they went against Damage Control, which is Io Sky and Kairi Sane. They went up against many other ones, even Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. you name it. I mean, they came. Then later on, they weren't just Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn anymore. They had the tag team named Unholy Union that started after they was drafted in 2023. But these women here, they definitely have some great tag team moves. I mean, I rarely saw these women have any slip-ups, any botches, anything. But it's just the second time we went through this. We already lost one half of a tag team competitor in the name of Indy Hartwell, which I'm still angry about. We already lost her. I thought that was a big letdown for WWE to release her. You know, I know she's going to be on the independent scene and her 9 days up. That's a loss. Indy Hartwell, who also performed well on the tag team, was really getting things going. She's also a former NXT tag team champion alongside Candice LeRae, who is still employed with WWE. So we just got finished with the whole Indy Hartwell is gone. She got released. And then when we thought it was over with one half of a tag team being done, then we again go through it, you know, with Isla Dawn. And I talked about Indy Hartwell when I had my video of, is this the end of Indy Hartwell? I really went on. This is her interview. She talked about being released, you know, being positive, being humble, but it's still a loss for WWE. And yet here we go again, when we go with Isla Dawn being released from WWE. Now, Isla Dawn also, she did start out as a singles competitor, like I said earlier, and she became a tag team competitor, but what's so great about Isla Dawn, she was so versatile. She could do either or. You know, it was really no limits of what she could or could not do in the ring. Now, this is the second time we've seen legit one half of a tag team gone. I don't know what WWE's going to do in the women's tag team division. Do not be surprised, and I mean do not be surprised, if we see the women's tag team division floundering some more and more and more, because they're steady releasing women that are in great tag teams no longer with the company. I would not be surprised if we see more of this happen later this year, or the end of this year, or early next year. Because it's hard to build a tag team from the ground up, a legit tag team. They have to have chemistry. They have to have the right timing, the right tag team moves, make sure they could work well off each other. And we saw that with Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn. Now, Isla Dawn, I know she's going to be competing in 90 days on the independent scene. I know she's going to do well wherever she goes. But this just had to be said of, why would you do that? Why? Why would WWE release someone like that? That don't make any sense to me. Now, I know she wasn't on TV that much, you know, recently, but we did see her, you know, maybe a couple months ago. And they worked well on all shows, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. They was doing double duty, sometimes triple duty. We saw them on all shows competing against the best of the best women tag teams in the whole company. So I don't know how they're going to really rebound from that. Maybe WWE has a plan that they have other women tag teams that they're lining up, they're starting to build. Maybe they didn't need her anymore. I don't know what the deal is, because for what I saw value in Isla Dawn. I didn't see her as someone that's just lounging and catering. I didn't see her as someone that's just there for a check. I didn't see her somewhere as, why is she even still with WWE? I didn't see none of those things anytime I saw Isla Dawn, whether it was a backstage segment or in a match or leading up to a tag team match. So I still don't get it. I'm just very upset of why this is going on. This did not have to happen. But you know what? At the end of the day, the decision's not up to me. It's up to WWE front office, the executives, HR. Whoever made the call, they made that call. Well, I'm not going to just say, oh, it's Triple H. It's the whole front office. So that's what they decided to do. And there's nothing we could do about it. But it still doesn't hurt that when we heard these releases recently, her name on the list, that was the biggest letdown of any release. I mean, since Indy Hartwell, and I would say I'm more upset with Isla Dawn than I was with Indy Hartwell. No offense to Indy Hartwell, because Isla Dawn and and Fyre did hold the women's tag team championships not too long ago. And it seemed like they could have been on their way at some point to win those championships again, but to no avail. So I don't know what the whole thing's going to be. I wish Isla Dawn good luck of wherever she does. Now, that's all I had regarding why Isla Dawn getting released is a tragedy. You guys let me know what do you think of that. Soon to videos will pop up, guys. You guys click the links below. Until then, I will see you guys later.